So letting go. I want to say, I think one of the most important parts in letting go, and this is absolutely essential, is this idea of surrendering. Once you've done everything in your power, okay? And I mean absolutely everything. If it's a goal that you're working towards, I don't know if it's a relationship, whatever the situation might be, a circumstance, something you've been holding on to, maybe an event that you wanted to happen, something you wanted to go your way, surrendering. What now you might think, okay, that's, as human beings, especially, we can get a little egotistical and think, you know, I want this to go my way because I'm high achieving and I really want this goal and I've been working hard towards it and it would be only fair. Okay, listen, when you really understand you are one person out of how many billion people on this planet, what is it, 7, 8, 9, I don't know, whatever the number is. And there's a lot of events and factors outside of your control. That having been said, and you know, also the idea that we are trying our best to have control and discipline over ourselves is another topic. You can't obsess over something not going a particular way, a relationship, the way someone looks at you, etc. Because listen, surrendering means you accept you've done your part, you accept that life can, or in the possibilities of life, life can actually work out better than you anticipated. There are other doors that could open for you. That is what surrendering entails, okay? And I am saying this as someone who was so stubborn, and honestly still am, but I have to kind of remind myself this. And stubborn in the sense of, maybe you want to make the most out of life and you really want to achieve certain goals and they mean a lot to you, and so it has a lot of weight for you, and it's totally understandable, but you have to take care of yourself. Can't berate yourself, beat yourself up, obsess over something, controlling a situation. So letting go means surrendering to this, okay? And that's the key word here. Now, it can be a little bit tough because maybe the circumstances are undesirable in the short term when things aren't working our way. Why do I have to go through this? This is a new challenge for me. Oh my goodness. Listen, life is much larger and bigger and unpredictable than you can possibly think. And I'm, 25. I relatively haven't lived that much of life. However, I feel I've gone through a lot of detours and transitions that kind of serve as proof and evidence that life will really take you to places you would never think of. And so that kind of helps me when I'm thinking, oh my goodness, this did not go my way. Oh my goodness, I have to make sure that this person thinks of me this way. And kind of then you begin all these calculations in your head. Letting go, okay, means you just surrender. You've done your part, and it does, I think, take a little bit of time to figure out where you are, how obsessive you are over controlling certain events, things like this. But I think also it makes you more calm and at peace, okay? Because it doesn't stop you from doing your part and having intention. It just means that you understand that you can only control a certain amount of outcomes, and you can only do your part. And you also kind of appreciate the magic of life, right? Because you might think, I'm working hard towards this specific goal or towards this relationship, and if it's starting to unfold in a way that you don't really, is not what you had intended, and it's unfavorable in your eyes, think, okay, it's unfolding in a certain way. I'm not going to judge it right away. I'm going to kind of just let it go and see what happens and not put more weight on myself, okay? Surrendering. We have to. And this is not just this video, but a lot of the ones that, well, I don't have a lot of videos yet, but the videos that I have uploaded so far, I'm really speaking from my experience, and a lot of these insights came from a lot of pressure that I felt, a lot of weight, and then these insights and epiphanies and lessons came from dealing with a lot of turmoil, tension, pain, hardship, and I just find that it comes from experience. You learn. As far as letting go is concerned, I had quite a few U-turns that I had to make in life, as far as direction, maybe professionally speaking, or also in terms of my passions, my pursuits. And so what I'm saying is, I've seen for myself, life is unpredictable, okay, in many ways. And in many ways, what I wanted maybe would not have been best for me. And if I had at the time let go and stop looking at life in terms of this didn't go my way because I need to fix something about myself, I didn't calculate this correctly, you're just gonna go on an overthinking cycle. And eventually it's gonna lead to burnout, okay? And there are times where I felt I put everything into something and I thought to myself, oh my goodness, I was negative about it. Would have been better if I wasn't negative about it. Listen, honestly, you need to learn how to, even if you feel it was a mistake you had made, okay? Even if you feel it was a mistake you had made, you have to let go. So, my friends, what I want to leave you with is how to let go. Surrender. What is it? What mindset do we have to be in to surrender? Understanding the only thing we have control over is our intention, ourselves, and our actions, and the way that we look at the world. And listen, understanding that life can unfold in ways you would never have anticipated that would actually be for the better. That you actually would feel, wow, that didn't go my way, but I'm thankful it didn't. And having this mentality in mind, if there's something that's unfolding in your life that you really are having a hard time letting go of, take a bit of solace in knowing that it could be for your best and you can make something out of it. We all can be alchemists in our life. I, for myself, found that this is what's honestly helped me go forward, find pursuits and passions is, wow, these things happened in my life, unfavorable to a certain extent, but I can make something out of it. I can share my wisdom with all of you. So it's just to say, we can find a way to work with life. We can let go, and life is bigger than we can imagine. You have no idea what people are going to come into your life, experiences, the best moments and memories in your life are yet to come. And whenever you have worries, this too shall pass. Let it go. And just so you know, for context, before I finish this video, the person speaking is one of the most stubborn people when it comes to letting go. But I've learned it myself. It's taken time, yes, but honestly, personal conviction is the strongest. It takes time for you. So you got this, and yeah, until next time.